for that. As Bailey said earlier, I really don't know how I'm going to follow on from all of what Jimmy said. If Jimmy is free to do the college rounds with me, I'd be more than happy to take you along with me, make my job very easy. I suppose it's perfect following on from that, because Jimmy really captured what CPA is all about, and it's perfect freedom and flexibility to get a great qualification without any drop in standards, and maintaining a great quality all the way through. I think historically CPA has been a nice natural progression route into a professional qualification for accounting technicians. A large proportion of our current student base has the accounting technician background, and it's actually a conversation I had recently with a CPA class and with their lecturers, and one thing the lecturer noted was that he really enjoyed teaching the CPA qualification, because you're going into a class with a very diverse type of student in that class, you know, coming not only from straight out of college with a degree in accounting or business, but a great number of accounting technicians, and a lot coming maybe from an engineering or science background as well, as more and more people are looking to shift what they're doing and upskill in their particular qualifications. So I think the point they were trying to make is that you're coming into a class that's very invigorating as well, and after a tough day's work, if you're doing a part-time lecture, it's nice to go into a class where there's a little bit of life and a bit of activity in the class. We've touched on the point that CPA is internationally recognised. So not only does it transfer very well internationally, but it also transfers across all aspects of industry and business. There is a 70-30 split in our membership between industry and between practice, respectively. And we have a very diverse membership base as well. On our membership, we have everyone ranging from an Emmy-nominated casting director right through to entrepreneurs, to CEOs and CFOs of large corporate concerns. So you can be confident in the knowledge that if you do decide to take the CPA route, you're coming into a great network of people and a great network of support as well. To go into, I suppose, the more nitty-gritty and the logistics, if you do decide you want to go and take that next step into professional qualification, well, the first thing you are going to be curious about is how many exams you're going to have to do. Now, we have 15 exams in total, which is enough to make the hair rise on anyone's head. The great news is you have great exemptions with CPA. Accounting technicians tend to get 5 exemptions from our exams, which brings you into halfway through Formation 2, which I suppose technically speaking is our second year. You know, if you have to fulfill certain criteria to get those maximum exemptions, but the majority of accounting technicians fall into that field. Even if you don't fulfill the criteria, the good news is there's still exemptions there, so there's certainly nothing negative around that aspect of it. Coming into us halfway through your second year, it means that you have 2 exams to do at Formation 2. You have a further 4 at Professional 1 and a final 4 at Professional 2. Now, we have changed our rules this year, which makes it an even better time to join CPA. We've really relaxed some rules around the Professional 1 exams. So not only can you break up the Professional 1 exams and sit them over a number of exam sittings, you can combine your 2 subjects at Formation 2 with 1 or 2 subjects from Professional 1. So if anyone is looking to fast track a little bit, you can do that, but there's no obligation. If you want to take your time, that's absolutely perfect as well. Just very quickly, at Professional 2, you have the option at that point to tailor your career. So you have 4 subjects that you must sit. 2 are mandatory, and then you choose 2 from 4 electives. So you can tailor your career towards working in a career in practice, or more importantly, maybe opening up your own practice at some stage, as Jimmy would have done, or tailoring it towards working at industry. But the great thing about CPA, again, the flexibility is there for you to decide, well, I like these 2 particular subjects. It's not going to tailor me in any particular way, but they're the ones I want to take. And again, that's absolutely perfect. Our course is taught through 24 educators located right around the country. Now, those educators undergo a very stringent quality assurance process in order to teach our qualification. They're set up to reflect our flexibility as well, so they teach through part-time lectures, distance learning. E-learning is also on board as well this year for 2 subjects at Formation 2, and that's going to be expanded in next year's academic year. The educators tend to run their course from late September until early April, and then you have exams at the end of April. You also have an exam sitting at the end of August if you want to make use of that. Most students go for the April exams to get them done and dusted, so they're free for the summer until they have to head back to lectures in September. But it is there as a comfort factor in case anything goes wrong in April, so it's nice to know that you have that open to you. I suppose any aspect of a professional qualification involves training. We have 3 years training that we require you to have, but we take past experience into account, and we would look at the most recent 3 years you would have done. So that really bodes quite well for accounting technicians coming into us. That training takes place normally under the supervision of a qualified accountant. It doesn't have to be a CPA, and we're also very aware that there are people who are working in small businesses who don't have the luxury of a qualified accountant within that business, and here we help you develop a relationship with your outside auditor. So there's flexibility no matter what your circumstances may be. Just to finish up, our registration dates are the 1st of December and the 1st of June every year. Normally anyone who's looking to sit April exams is kicking off their studies and their registration process with their educator around now, and we would advise you to do the same with us as well. Naturally, I'm here later on if you have any questions, and I would also just maybe direct your attention to our website, studiescpa.ie. There's probably going to be questions you mightn't think of tonight, and I'm sure the website will be able to provide anything you need to know. Thanks very much for your time.